Hello and welcome. Uh, uh, Today we're just gonna be doing some random drawings of faces. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna make it up as we go along. Um, yeah, I guess let's get started. I already drew. Basically it's gonna be from like head and shoulders. So let me set up the camera and I'll get started. Give me a sec. Okay. Oops. Okay, just gonna take a quick sec to check on the video audio. Okay, we seem to be doing good, and I will get started. So, what sort of character shall it be? We could do male or female. I think I'll try female this time. So if you're wondering what I did with the face by having like this cross, it helps me figure out where the eyes will be, where the nose will be, and where the mouth shall be later on. I'm thinking a character with curls would be a fun first drawing to do. Or not first drawing. You know, you get the idea. Fun drawing to do. The way that I figure out where to put the little indent, which is basically like that part of your cheekbone that's just underneath your eye, I figure that part out from the line that I just put out before. It's sort of it's basically the guideline that I use. I may need to adjust a little later, because from where I drew the top of her bangs or what bangs, that's what it's called, top of her bangs, might be a little bit too high or too low. So if later when I decide to draw the eyes, it might end up a little covered. I might lower the eyes a little bit, so I might need to adjust where the hair is going to be. Yeah, it certainly is quiet. I'm thinking I might adjust the hair. Instead of this part being an actual part of her hair, the hair itself, maybe it could be like some sort of fancy, what is it called? What is the word? The word is I want to say hair ribbon, but no, it's like hair ribbon or scrunchie or something like that. Some sort of hair tie, fancy hair tie that also looks like a snail shell. Fixing the chin, or no, I should say the cheek. Fixing the cheek over here so that the actual bump is going right underneath where the bottom of her eye would be. Giving her little eyebrows. Little eyebrows, but they could also be thick eyebrows. Can I adjust the paper a little? going a little off. Okay. Now to decide what sort of outfits she could be wearing with such hair as curly as that. It's good to think of an outfit to help reflect that her type of hairstyle choice. You know, good way to think of, not good way to think of, like when you're designing a character, it's good to think about, like, you know, what makes them unique. You know, it's like, you know, everything about that character should reflect on, you know, the way that they look. Like, you know, when a person, or when you introduce a new character or whatever, or when somebody looks at your character for the first time, they look at, you know, first the face and then the rest of that, rest of the body or whatever. And I should say a good design element. I think that's what you said. In a good design element, what was I going with this? Jeez, I am just, yeah. It's gonna come to me at some point. But, you know, I hope you get the idea, you know. For a character who has, like, curly hair, she's got a, you know, I picture her as, like, somebody has a very fancy, as having a rather fancy getup. You know, curly hair, maybe a dress that's elegant, and could also have curls. You know, the dress has curls, somehow. It could make sense. Okay, just give me a sec to come up with it. Okay, here we go. She could be wearing one of those, it's similar to how, like, the, if you ever watched the show, Code Geass, the way Lelouch had, like that really over-the-top collar, where it was, like, super long. It's like, how does that even work? You know, it looks cool in design, but just, like, you know, the way that it functions is not, you know, I just don't get that design. But anyway, something like that, and then have, like, curl designs or something like that in there. I might adjust. Yeah, maybe look like the curves are connected in a way. So it looks like it's one big tangled mesh. of curls. You know, these curls kind of look like the design on like those devil fruits in One Piece. Yeah. What else to add? It's like, maybe we could add a little patch, shoulder patches on the side of her suit. This could be a suit, or a dress. It could be one or the other. It could be a suit or one of those special suits that expand into a dress that has like a skirt. That's like a skirt attached to it. Yeah, now her curls got curls. What else should... I don't know if if there's anything else I should add. What would be good to add? I guess we could do a little blush. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, her blushes are curls. Might work, might not work. Okay. Okay. Going on the eyelash. You know, if you're ever drawing and you can't decide how many eyelashes to give a girl, or if you feel like it's necessary to do an eyelash, personally, I like to just go with, you know, you can just do like just the one eyelash, or three, and then the bottom, one or three, or two. It's up to you. You really gotta, you know, get a feel for it. When you draw a character, you'll figure, you'll have an understanding of how it should look. Also, figuring out when to stop, because, you know, I feel like we have enough here for a good-looking character, for what she's gonna look like. Later on, if we feel like it's necessary, we can add more detail. We can go back and add more detail. Now start inking. Oh, I guess I should turn it and let you, the viewer, get a good look at the character before I start inking it. I'll move it to the right a little bit. Okay, and now continue. Now you may have noticed some of the pencil lines I have not, you know, man, I am not very good at talking at the moment. But as you can see, some of the pencil lines I'm not going as carefully as I should be or whatever. I mean, what was the point that I was trying to make? Basically, I am not doing too well on the talking. Okay. I guess the point that I was trying to make is like, I don't worry about making mistakes, because, you know, even though ink is permanent, you know, these are like happy mistakes, you know. Even if you don't, even while you're inking, you don't go over the line that you originally penciled, does not mean that it's not gonna turn out even better if you just continue inking and just press forward. Okay, and now we shall be switching pens from the thick Sharpie to a thin Sharpie for the small details. Right now I'm sort of connecting more of the swirls that I originally drawn. I'm sort of just going around playing with how the swirls would connect with one another. Because there is no correct way to actually drawing this swirl pattern. Okay. This pen seems to be giving me a bit of trouble, so I think I'm gonna try one of my other nicer, more newer Sharpies. This one's terrible. Okay, I'll just be taking from one of the new packs. Oh yeah, it feels so much better. Yep, if your Sharpie is ever giving you problems, or if you're using a pen that seems to require you more effort just to get the ink out, you know, just like, don't, you know, you don't have to kill yourself just to, you know, try to get the rest of the ink out of it. You can always use a new one, or what you can do is sort of shake the pen. If you ever put the lid on and sometimes just shake it, it helps, you know, get the flow of the ink out, and it might just help, you know, bring some more life back into ink. But be careful not to do it for too long, because like, yeah, the ink actually starts to splatter out of the pen itself. And you'll just, like, if you don't notice, if you go like, I don't know, I don't know how long, but it's happened to me a couple times where I'm just not paying attention, and I'm just still flicking the pen, and then it just splattered. I just noticed that there's like this huge droplet line of like ink, and it's just like all over the paper, and it's on my shirts. It's just a horrible mess. Mm-hmm.
Okay, oh yeah, a little detail on the shell. Gonna give the shell maybe a bit of shine. Like if it's got gems. Now it looks like a little hat. What to do? Oh yeah. Give a little shade in for her eyes. Now, I know that I can, like, sometimes I choose to fill the eyes, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just feel like I just want to use cross-hatching for the eyes. It's like that little bit of, like, little bit of, like, extra effort in a drawing. Where some people notice, some people don't, but, I feel slightly more satisfied if I add a little bit more effort into something like that. Hmm. Hmm. I'm adding a little curve to the eyes so that they have a little bit more dimension. Yeah, it looks pretty good. What else can we do? Oh yeah, I guess I'd add a little hair detail. Okay. I guess I'll start erasing now, and if nothing else comes to mind by the end of erasing, I guess maybe we could do something else, or I might end it. I'll just play this by how I feel. So yeah, I hope anybody who happens to see this has, has enjoyed the video so far. If they have learned anything, feel free to let me know, leave a comment. If next time, leave a comment, leave a suggestion for something that I could draw next time. Maybe I could do a tutorial on, on more drawing faces or poses or something. There's always something people want to learn, or, people or viewers, the audience would like to learn. Okay. Forgot the little eyebrows. If I didn't have the bangs, I probably would have made her eyebrows curly. Meh. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe add a little tone for just under the chin. Maybe add a little tones for the under the armpits. Maybe I'll give a little stitch line on like this part of her collar. So yes, I guess before I end the video, I just want to do a quick
a quick, what's the word? Basically, I want to talk about my other stuff. I also have a comic. You know, if you like this drawing that I did, this drawing live stream that I did, then maybe you'd like some of my other stuff too. I have a comic online on Amazon called Don the Mask. So if you're into comic books, feel free to check that out when you get the chance. You know, any sort of support for this series that I worked on would be greatly appreciated. Yep. So yeah, feel free to check out my Twitter. It's where I also, it's where I end up posting the artwork that I do for these live streams that are going to be posted later at some point in the near future. Under the same, I think I'll put a link in the description to my Twitter. Oh, and check out my other YouTube channel under the similar name, but just without the name draws. So yes, or turn this so that you have a good look of the drawing before I end this live stream. Thank you for coming out, and subscribe for more live streams. Thank you and good night. Oops. Okay.